Can you solve all these Class 10 Geography Chapter 3 Water Resources questions? Rainwater is referred as valid point. Hollow water is true.
A disease-causing organism.
Nice work. Pathogen fits perfectly. The source of the Indus River. Strong choice. Tibet is right. Who pollutes the ocean the most? Right choice. Humans is best. Water is a what type of resource? You chose renewable resource. Correct. Groundwater is primarily used for sharp thinking. Irrigation is right. The availability of groundwater is solid. Response 66 is valid. Rana Pratap Sega Dam is located in exactly. Rajasthan makes sense. Oceans contain dash volume of water. 96.5% is correct. As a natural resource, fresh water is. You got it? Renewable fits? Which is not a source of fresh water. Correct. Oceans is spot on. Which is the cheap means of irrigation. Great thinking. Wells is right. Where 97% of Earth's water is stored. Good thinking. Seawater is right. Ancient ways to manage water resources. Nicely done. All of these is solid.
Nagarjuna Sagar Dam is across the river.
Correct response. Krishna is accurate. Recycling of water in nature is known as perfect. Hydrological cycle is the one.
Haraka Dam is constructed on the river.
Great job. Mahanadi is accurate.
What a which state with program Bollings?
You're right. Andhra Pradesh is correct.
How much of Earth's water is fresh water?
Good job. 3% works well. A lack of water in an area is called dash. On track. Water scarcity is correct. When water changes from a gas to a liquid. Excellent choice. Condensation is right. Sediment pollution is most closely tied to. Nice selection. Erosion is correct. The process of removing salt from seawater. Bravo. Desalination is the answer. A region of land that drains into a river. Right again. Watershed is valid. Where most freshwater is stored is in dash. Clear logic. Glaciers is sound. Tungabhadra Reservoir is across the river. Well done. Tungabhadra is right. Can be traced back to the point of origin. Well picked. Point source pollution is correct. Dash and connects catchment and storage tank. Excellent. Conduits is well reasoned.
The major source of fresh water in India is
smart move. Groundwater is accurate answer. The surface of a layer of saturates ground. Well reasoned. Water table is correct. Tube well is deeper well at a depth of dash m. Good job. 2030 works well. What is the driving force of the water cycle? Smart pick. Heat from the sun is correct. The Narmada Bachao Andolan is associated with
Well done. Sardasarovar Dam is right.
Bamboo drip irrigation system is prevalent in.
You're right. Meghalaya is correct.
The total useful water resources of India are.
Examine 22 cubic km makes sense.
Dam situated to the most south state of India.
Well picked. Periyar, Kerala is correct.
Rana Pratap Sagar Dam is built on which river? Smart move.
Chambal River is accurate answer.
Nagarjuna Sagar Dam is located in the state of.
Nicely done. Andhra Pradesh is solid. Environment Protection Act was implemented in. Strong choice. 1986 is right.
What percentage of Earth's water is salt water?
Right choice. 97.5% is best.
What impacted the changes to the Aral Sea more?
Good thinking. Human causes is right.
When water changes form from a liquid to a gas.
Great thinking. Evaporation is right.
On which river is the Bokhara Nangal Dam located?
You got it. Honeycomb fits.
What percentage of water on Earth is salt water?
Great job. 97.5% is accurate.
Sardasarovar Dam is situated on the river named.
Valid point. Narmada is true.
Haryali program is related to the development of.
Solid response. Watershed development is valid.
How much of Earth's surface is covered with water?
Perfect. 3/4 is the one.
Does everyone have access to a clean water supply?
You chose no? Correct.
Which chemical has concentrated in water in Bihar?
Right again. Arsenic is valid.
Septic tank leaking and contaminating groundwater.
Excellent. Point source pollution is well reasoned.
The buildup of salts in the surface layers of soil.
Excellent choice. Salinization is right.
Landscaping using plants adapted to dry conditions.
Clear logic. Xeriscaping is sound.
Which method of irrigation is called lift irrigation?
Nice work. Tube well fits perfectly.
How much fresh water is there out of total resources?
Sharp thinking. 3.0% is right.
Most of Earth's fresh water is used for dash.
Well reasoned. Agriculture is correct.
Sardar Sarovar project is associated with which river?
Correct response. Narmada is accurate.
Which of the following are reasons for water scarcity?
Bravo. All of these is the answer.
How much percent of surface water in India can be used?
On track. 32% is correct.
Wells, tanks and canals are which methods of irrigation?
Nice selection. Conventional is correct.
Pollution that comes from many places over a large area.
Correct. Non-point source pollution is spot on.
Rooftop rainwater harvesting is a technique to recharge.
Nicely done. Groundwater is solid.
Cannot easily be traced to the source of the pollution.
You got it? Non-point source pollution fits. agricultural eutrophication can result from dash pollution. Right choice. Nutrient is best. Water of Bokranangal project is being used mainly for. Nice selection. Hydel power and irrigation is correct. On which river has Nagarjuna Sagar Dam been constructed? Great thinking. River Krishna is right. Bokranangal River Valley project is made on the river. Sharp thinking. Sutlej Bees is right. In which state and river Nagarjuna Sagar Dam is situated? Excellent choice. Andhra Pradesh Krishna River is right. Dash mining turns groundwater into a non-renewable resource. Smart pick. Groundwater is correct. What is the share of India in the world's water resources? Clear logic. 4% is sound. Which one is not related to watershed development project? You're right. Forest Festival is correct. Which of the following are rainwater harvesting techniques? Strong choice. Gul or Kul is right. Harmful algal blooms are a result of what type of pollution? On track. Nutrient is correct. Which of the following options describe water as a resource? Well reasoned. A biotic and renewable resource is correct. Rainwater that flows over land without sinking into the soil. Nice work. Runoff fits perfectly. Rooftop rainwater harvesting is the most common practice in. You chose Shillong? Correct. Water is renewable resource because we get it back due to dash. Solid response. Hydrological cycle is valid. In western Rajasthan today, plenty of water is available due to. Valid point. Perennial Rajasthan Canal is true. A rock's ability to allow the flow of water through it is called. Great job. Permeability is accurate. Which of these is not a solution for fixing freshwater depletion? Good thinking. Eutrophication is right. The effect of sediment and nutrient pollution are the same in that. Bravo! Oxygen is depleted is the answer. A hole dug or drilled into the ground to provide a supply of water. Well done. Well is right. The process of supplying fresh water to farm fields for growing crops. Excellent. Irrigation is well reasoned. The total volume of the world's water is estimated to exist as ocean. Correct. 96.5% is spot on. Who among the following proclaimed dam as the temple of modern India? Good job. Jawaharlal Nehru works well. In the soft nature of soil, which source of irrigation can be practiced? Correct response. Wells is accurate. Which of the following does not make up part of Earth's surface water? Exactly. Aquifers make sense. How much percentage of the Earth's surface is covered with water? Well picked. About 70% is correct. An underground layer of rock or soil through which water easily moves. Right again. Aquifer is valid. The Deepwater Horizon disaster is an example of what kind of pollution? Perfect. Point source is the one.
Identify the sector that consumes the highest amount of water in India.
Smart move. Agriculture is accurate answer. Water that collects in spaces and cracks in rocks and soil underground. Great thinking. Groundwater is right. Which group of states is highly affected by the concentration of arsenic? Excellent choice. West Bengal Bihar is right. Which one of the following is not an eastern tributary of the Indus River? Hi. Excellent. Kuram is well reasoned. Water on the top of the earth can form lakes or rivers. These are termed dash. Great job. Surface water is accurate.
When a pathogen makes its way into our water, it is known as dash pollution.
Perfect. Biological is the one. Agricultural fields, which are used as rain feed storage structures, are called. Nicely done. Kadeen's Johads is solid.
Underground tanks seen in Rajasthan to store rainwater for drinking is called.
Right again. Tank is valid.
In which state rooftop rainwater harvesting is the most common practice? In dash.
Well done. Shillong, Meghalaya is right.
From greatest to least, rank the primary uses of fresh water around the world.
Right choice. Agriculture, industry, personal is best. The methods of storing the rainwater in various storage structures are known as.
Correct. Rainwater harvesting is spot on. True or false? Besides for farming, water can be used for generating electricity.
Strong choice. True is right. Bioaccumulation and biomagnification are associated with what kind of pollution?
Bravo. Toxic chemical is the answer. To help regulate river flow and to build a stable supply of water, engineers build.
Clear logic. Dams is sound.
The remote village that has earned the rare distinction of being rich in rainwater.
Valid point. Gendather is true.
Out of total freshwater quantity %, of water occurs as ice sheets and glaciers.
You chose 70%.
Correct! In which part or state of India people build diversion channels like aghols or kulls?
You're right. Western Himalayas is correct.
What percentage of the total volume of world's water is estimated to exist as oceans?
Smart move. 96.5% is accurate answer.
The Clean Water Act is a dash law in the United States that regulates water pollution.
You got it. Federal fits.
In the United States, most of the fresh water we use, about 74% of it comes from.
Smart pick. Surface water sources is correct.
Which of the following social movement is or not a resistance to multipurpose projects?
Exactly. Navanaya makes sense.
All of the land area that supplies water to a particular river system is included in air.
Sharp thinking. Watershed is right.
What type of system targets individual plants and introduces water directly into the soil?
Nice work. Drip irrigation fits perfectly.
True or false? A renewable resource is one that does not replenish itself themselves over time.
Good thinking. False is right.
The size of an aquifer's recharge zone is affected by the dash web of the surface above the aquifer.
Well picked. Permeability is correct. Shortage of water such that peoples are not able to complete their daily water needs is known as on track. Water demand is correct. It is predicated that nearly 2 billion people will live in absolute water scarcity in the year of. Good job, 2025 works well. Which group of states is highly affected by the concentration of fluoride in groundwater resources? Solid response. Rajasthan, Maharashtra is valid. Water scarcity, that is the result of inadequate natural water resources to supply a region's demand. Correct response. Physical water scarcity is accurate. The only state which has made rooftop rainwater harvesting structure compulsory to all the houses is. Well reasoned. Tamil Nadu is correct. Which one of the following rivers has the highest replenishable groundwater resource in the country? Oh! Nice selection. The Ganga is correct. What is the rank of India in the world countries in the terms of water availability per person PA? You're right. 133 response is correct. Which of the following contributes approximately 22% of the total electricity produced in India today? Smart move. Hydroelectric power is accurate answer. The highest proportion of the total water used in the country is in which one of the following sectors? Well done. Irrigation is right. Which of the following is one of the largest artificial lakes of ancient India built in the 11th century? Exactly. Bhopal Lake makes sense. Which of the following figures in cubic kilometers correctly shows the total annual precipitation in India? Who? Smart pick. 4,000 is correct. Human activities that clear large areas of land and increase erosion contribute directly to what type of pollution? Correct response. Sediment is accurate. Water scarcity occurs due to low rainfall in a region, large population, overexploitation, unequal access. You chose all of the above? Correct. True or false? The two major rivers that were connected to the Aral Sea in 1960 are still connected to the Aral Sea today. Perfect. False is the one. Raya is studying the Hirakud project, which is located in the Dash and integrates conservation of water with flood control. Strong choice. Mahanadi Basin is right. The rapid growth of algae in an area that can cover the surface of the water and block sunlight from reaching plants below. Bravo! Algal bloom is the answer. Which of the following is a reason for water scarcity in a region with sufficient water to meet the requirements of the people? Right again. Pollution is valid. The amount of water on average used by individuals based on domestic is an agricultural or industrial consumption is termed Dash. Excellent choice. Water footprint is right. Which one of the following South Indian states has the highest groundwater utilization of its total groundwater potential? You got it? Tamil Nadu fits? The first and the only state in India which has made rooftop rainwater harvesting structured compulsory to all the across the state is. Great job. Tamil Nadu is accurate.
In a rapidly growing city, Ashi notices that the local water supply is dwindling. She learns that this water scarcity occurs due to Dash.
Good thinking. All of these is right.
Most of the world's freshwater is found here.
Solid response. Glaciers is valid.
In a small town, the availability of water resources for farming and daily use varies over space and time, mainly due to the variations in Dash.
Great thinking. Seasonal and annual precipitation is right.
Though not specifically built for Sudan, farmers in Sudan would be happy with the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam because it would reduce flooding.
Nice selection. True is correct.
Making it illegal to release pollution from a point source without a permit, the Dash was the single most important law to prevent water pollution.
Excellent. Clean Water Act is well reasoned.
Today, Prisha is studying the energy sector in India and learns that hydroelectric power contributes approximately dash of the total electricity produced.
Good job. 22% works well.
In which country would many more people receive electricity, get out of poverty, and get overall easier access to water from the Nile from the Grand Renaissance Dam?
Clear logic. Ethiopia is sound.
What is it called when a persistent pollutant builds up in the tissues of an organism as they continue to eat something that contains the pollutant?
Well picked. Bioaccumulation is correct. Myra was exploring her local area and noticed various bodies of water. She learned that the water present on the earth can form ponds, lakes, or rivers, which are termed as dash.
Nicely done. Surface water is solid.
Water that has been used in households, businesses, industries, or public facilities and drained or flushed down the pipes, as well as the polluted runoff from streets and storm drains.
Well reasoned. Wastewater is correct. Tara lives in a rural area where access to clean water is limited. To ensure her family has a reliable source of water, she decides to dig a hole into the ground. What is this hole called? On track.
Well is correct.
Arav is planning to implement sustainable practices in his community to conserve water. He wants to know which of the following are effective rainwater harvesting techniques that he can use.
Valid point. All of these is true.
In a bustling city, the rapid growth of the Dash has led to increased demands for water, creating a situation of water scarcity and highlighting the issue of unequal access to this vital resource.
Sharp thinking. Population is right.
In a large ocean, Asher is curious about the types of water present. He learns that a significant portion of the water in the ocean is not suitable for drinking. What percentage of water on Earth is salt water?
Nice work. 97.5% fits perfectly.
In the region of Himachal Pradesh, the Bokra Nangal project is a significant source of water. It is utilized for both hydel power production and irrigation, benefiting local farmers and providing electricity to nearby towns. Right choice. True is best. In a small town, the local government has been overexploiting and mismanaging the water resources by allowing excessive drilling of wells and diverting rivers for agriculture. This will impoverish the water resource and cause dash. Correct. Ecological crisis is spot on.
If the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is located in Ethiopia dash, and Egypt is worried about the river reaching its country once it is done dash, what direction does the Nile flow to?
Bravo. North is the answer.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
You chose Contact Naran Chengda on Facebook. Correct.